What's up, you guys? Welcome back and welcome if you're new. In today's video, I'm right here with my good friend Jerry, and today we're going to be doing a CMC onto my Tacoma. Of course, there is two different ways of doing this. There's the CMC, which is a cab mount chop, and there's also a cab mount relocation. We're going to explain that in the video, of course, so make sure to stay tuned for that. But let me go ahead and show you guys just what happens if you guys don't have the CMC done and you guys have big tires. We're gonna show you guys right now, and then if you guys do end up needing to do this into your truck, make sure to hit up Jerry to do yours. So let's go ahead and show you guys. I was saying there's two different ways of doing this, which will explain what the two different ways are in the next clip. But for right now, we're gonna go ahead and show you guys what happens if you guys have big tires and you guys haven't done this. And it's actually a lot more worse when you're off-road. Right now it's gonna rub, but it's not gonna be as bad. But when I do go off-road, I've noticed it, and it does scare me a little bit because you guys will see it's kind of chipping off the paint from the truck and it's tearing the tire a little bit. All right, you guys, so as you can tell, it's actually rubbing on right there, the tire. So over time, it probably will end up ripping it. As you can tell, it's literally grooving on, hitting the metal, and that does not look good. You guys, one thing we wanted to let you guys know before actually starting this process, since we are going to be welding onto the truck, the first thing you want to go ahead and do is disconnect the negative of the battery. So if you guys are doing this at home, please make sure to do that. Now if you guys are taking it to someone, for example like Jerry, which I highly recommend, he already knows to do this, but if you guys are doing this at home, that's just a tip we could give you guys.
Alright guys, so I'm going to show you real quick. So how's the damages over here? So pretty much you can tell, you know, all right here, your fender, you know, on the metal part, the plastic is gone. We've got a lot of rubbing right here, so it's tearing out your tire. And then, well, you can see, you know, all the damage that we have right here. So we got two options right here, which is, I would say, like the more affordable and the expensive one, but actually, you know, you get rid of a lot of issues, you know, down the road. What we're gonna do right now is gonna be just the CMC, which is just the shop. So we're gonna shop apart a piece right here of the cab mount, and then we're just gonna weld a plate like in an angle, like in the same shape of the tire, so you have more clearance. And we're gonna shop about like 2 inches back, so you have all that clearance extra for the tires. And depending on your lift, you know, that's gonna be the dimensions of tires and wheels that you're able to fit over here. So it doesn't mean like if you're in a stock suspension, you're gonna be able to fit 35 right away. You have to get to a point where you can actually put everything together and then fit them, you know? So this is one, and then the other one, which is sometimes the most reliable way to go, is gonna be the whole cab mount relocation. So that means that we're cutting all this part off, all the cab mount pretty much is gonna be gone from the chassis, and then we're gonna make a bracket. We actually have our own bracket, so that we actually install and sell. So pretty much all this is gone, and we put a new bracket, obviously heavy duty, welded onto the chassis holding the body of the truck. So all this is relocated, new bolt, everything, new bushings, so, and pretty clean. So pretty much right here, you're gonna have a big space right here, so that you're gonna be able to fit, you know, the dimensions or the size of the tires that you actually want. And then so no rubbing issues, you know. So that's the more important thing, that some flexes or, you know, like rough terrains and all that, you get a lot of hitting points even with the CMC sometimes. But with the cab mount relocation, pretty much you have all this gone, so there's no way that you're actually gonna hit the chassis no more. You might hit the body depending of the size that you have, but on the chassis, that's once and forever. So we're gonna show you guys on this side how it is, and we're gonna walk to the other side and we're gonna show you how it's get done. All right,
just so you guys know, the actual cab mount relocation bracket, if you guys end up going with that route, the one that he actually makes is pretty nice. It has his logo and everything, and it looks really good. That one would probably be your best bet if you guys do want to spend the money. But if you guys want to go, like he was saying, you know, the little bit more affordable route, you could just go ahead and do the CMC. It's still going to be effective. So the first step that we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to be cutting a piece of the wheel well. So basically, we just use the Dremel to cut this out. And the reason why is because we're gonna need to kind of just, this pinch weld that's right here, we're gonna need to push it back. So we're gonna be hammering it in just to kind of give it more space in this section here. Once we do that, we're gonna go ahead and start with the rest of the bottom side, and then we'll show you guys from there. here, as you can tell, there's like pencil markings going around it. Basically what we've done, since we already know the dimensions on the actual plate that we're going to be putting on there, we've just kind of marked it down, so that way when we go ahead and cut it with the plasma, we know the plate is going to fit flush, and then we can go ahead and weld it. So that's what we're going to be doing next, basically using the plasma, chopping the chunk off that we need to chop off, and then we'll go ahead and weld on the brand new plate and clean it up, paint it up, and make it look like factory. So now we've chopped off that piece that we were talking about, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you. So here it is. So we've made our cut. It looks nice and clean. And if you guys do this at home, just kind of be careful because it is hot. We have our plate right here, which is what we're gonna be tack welding and then putting it on there. So it's gonna look nice and clean once we're done with it, of course, and then we're gonna go ahead and paint it. But if you guys are afraid, like I said, I would highly suggest just hitting up Jerry and letting him do his work. It'll be a lot better and you guys won't have to worry about anything. So basically right here what we've done is just tack weld it. Once we've done that, we just kind of molded it so that way it kind of fits flush with the actual cab mount. Now that this is done though, now we can go ahead and start welding it all together so that way it can look nice and clean, and then we'll go ahead and clean it up. So let's get to that now.
Alright guys, so what we did, we used a grinding wheel to grind down the welds all the way around, and after that we used a sanding wheel just to smooth it all the way around, just to have that nice clean finish to it. Alright guys, and then for right here we're going to be using a weather seal. So that's going to seal it all up. It's kind of like a tar, black tar, and we're just going to clean it up, paint it, and it's going to look pretty good.
Just to show you guys the finished product, so now that you've painted it, of course right now it is wet, but once it dries up and everything and it gets a little bit of dirt down here, everything's going to look nice and clean. It's going to look like I had said factory, so you won't be able to see anything. And just remember, this one is just a cab mount chop, which adds about maybe 2 inches more of clearance. Now if you did want to do the cab mount relocation bracket that he makes, basically what they'd be doing is taking this whole mount here and putting a brand new one that's a lot smaller to kind of push it back even further, so that way for sure you won't rub. So now it looks nice and clean, and I'm excited for this. So I want to show you guys really quick when the truck is actually down. So looking at it from the side here, as you could tell, it looks like nothing was actually done. It looks factory, it looks like nothing's cut. Let me go ahead and zoom in here for you. So there it is, you guys. So of course there is the cut, and we did measure it. It is about 2 inches of clearance now. So it looks good, it looks clean, as you can tell. Damn. You guys, so we're gonna go ahead and give it that test, see if it does rub or not. And there you guys go, as you can tell. And this time it was a lot faster than the last one, and as you can tell, it still didn't rub. So it's actually pretty awesome. Can't wait to test this out off-road, just so you guys see it in the light. So there's the extra 2 inches. So now I don't have to worry about the tires getting cut or anything like that. So it looks good. So if you guys want to get it done, there it is. Okay, guys, so if you guys did enjoy today's video, don't forget to smash that like button. We're finished with the installation. It was pretty easy for him to do, of course. I don't think I would have been able to do it. I would have messed something up. But just in case you guys are new viewers, I'm going to go ahead and let him introduce himself and what he does here at his shop.
Okay guys, so yeah, as Jesse was saying right now, so any modifications, you know, general fabrication and all that kind of stuff, suspensions and anything that you guys need for your truck, you know, we don't just work on Toyota trucks, you know, we don't mind working in any other custom projects and all that. We manufacture parts, you know, all the custom projects that you probably guys don't mind. So, but yeah guys, so anything you guys need, all my description is gonna be on the box below, like Jesse says. And just give me a call, you know, call the office. If we don't pick up, you know, just leave a message and we're gonna get back to you on that. And but thank you guys for watching the video, and we'll see you guys the next time. Peace.
Hey, like Jerry said, we work on anything.
Damn.